everyone. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Everybody awake? All right. Well, as Mr. Gary said, I'm Tim Frost. I work with Replay Outreach. I'm a leadership development coach, and I work in Sarasota, Manatee County schools with students, helping them develop their leadership skills. And so I'm honored and humbled to be here today, just to speak into you guys' lives. And so there's a saying that goes, take advantage of the opportunity of a lifetime during the lifetime of opportunity. Say that again. Take advantage of the opportunity of a lifetime during the lifetime of the opportunity. So there's an opportunity that we all have right now to develop leadership, right? So being a leader is a choice, right? So if you want to be a leader and see yourself as a leader, stand up real quick. If you want to. If you want to. All right, I want y'all to repeat after me. I am somebody. Hold on. You gotta say it like y'all mean. Let's go, start it again. I am somebody. I define success. I strive each day to do my best. If I fail, I try again. And I keep on trying until I win. If I lose, I accept it. Learn from the past, try not to repeat. I am the change. I am the change. I want to see, but it can only happen if my mind is free. All right, so let's open up our mind right now. We're about to tap in. All right, God bless. I like that. Thank you. So we're going to start with this little video to kind of get started. I got about 8 minutes, and we're going to get started. guys just saw was a story of Derek Redmond. Derek Redmond was a world-class sprinter, and in the Barcelona 92 Olympics, before many of you guys were born, he was running in the semifinals. And he was favored to win the race. And as you guys can see, as he was going around the loop, he blew his hamstring out. And as he was there, it was very obvious that he wasn't going to win the race, right? It's obvious he wasn't going to win the race. But he got back up and kept running, right? And out of the stands came a man, pushing guards, pushing people out of the way to help him. Y'all know who that guy was? His father. That was his father. His father, Jim Redmond. Jim came out the stands and he was telling his son, you know, you can give up. You don't have to keep running. But Derek said, no, I'm gonna keep running because I set out to finish this race. So what does this have to do with anything? It has a lot to do. Derek Redmond made a choice that he was gonna finish the race no matter what. And so whenever I see that video, it speaks a lot about my life in particular. You know, I can relate, I'm sure we all can relate about something we set out to do and it didn't work out the way we thought it was gonna work out. So for me, in 2016, I had gone back to Ohio to be a part of an organization, and I was a director there. And I wasn't making the best choices. I was hanging with the wrong people. And unfortunately, on April 2nd, I was hanging with some of my buddies, riding around the car, and we got pulled over. When we got pulled over, I didn't respond how I should have responded. I gave the police officers a lot of back and forth talk, and they came, I had 3 of my friends, they searched the car, there was marijuana in my car. So police pulled me out, my buddy's out, they said, whose is it? Everybody said, it ain't mine. So guess who it was, you guys? So I was charged with drug trafficking. And I was humiliated. And after it went to court and everything got sorted out, it came out that I wasn't drug trafficking. But the humiliation that I went through, I could have easily just gave up and said, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna just give up, I'm not gonna do it. But because there were people who helped me, even though I limped, people like Larry Rose, Corey Waters, they encouraged me and said, Tim, keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. This ain't the end. I was able to keep on pushing and pushing. And I got that behind me and I was able to press forward. But, you know, perception is reality. When people hear a story, they automatically think, okay, you did that. And the news doesn't never go back and takes that back or tells people, hey, that's not how I really went. But I had to accept responsibility because, right, it was my car and those people was in my car. And whether they took responsibility for if it was theirs or not, hey, it is what it is. I had to be responsible for my vehicle. And so, I say that to you, my superpower is my humility. As I stand here today, I stand here a very humble man because I've had to go through some things, I've had to take some losses that really, you know, I'm here by grace. And so, when you talk about humility, who knows what it means to be humble? What's your name, young lady? Stand up.
Oh, I didn't know I had to answer. I thought you
want you to answer.
I thought you were just asking.
Okay, I'm answering. Well, I want you to answer, please, now. Stand up. What's your name? Amor. What does it mean to be humble?
Not no cocky person.
Not no cocky person. I like that. Anybody else? Anybody else? How many of you guys ever heard the saying, pride comes before a fall? Nobody's never heard that. You heard it. Pride comes before a fall. Humility comes before honor. Who's heard that? Anybody? You did. So, pride is one of those things that we all have. You have pride? Who has pride here? Some of you guys have pride. Some of you guys don't know, still trying to figure it out. Some of you guys just obviously don't care. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully before you leave here, you have a better understanding of what pride is. And so, when I look at pride, there's like levels to it. There's cockiness, there's being humble, and then there's humiliation. So, being conceited, Amor, right, said is being cocky. So a conceited person is a person all they do is talk about themselves. Look at me, look what I do, look what I do, look what I do. Look at me, look at me, look at me. What's a platform that people are usually conceited on? Instagram, what else? TikTok, what else? Facebook, what else? Twitter, what else?
I got enough.
YouTube.
I got enough.
What you got?
Go ahead.
Snapchat. So all these different platforms, a lot of times, it's people who are basically, putting themselves out there, looking what I'm doing, look what I'm doing. But do y'all think that's always the real person? No. A lot of times, it's a person's fake facade. It's their mask. And it's easy to put your mask on when you're on those different platforms. Humble. We talk about being humble. What does it mean to be humiliated? Embarrassed. Yes. So when it comes to, pride, ladies and gentlemen, you got to remember, it's best to remain humble. Because when you remain humble, you're going to mess up and fall, right? But when you fall, the fall won't be as hard when you stay humble. But when you cocky and conceited, and I must say, when I failed, April 2nd, 2016, I failed hard. Because I was at a point in my life where I felt like I didn't need no help. I was going through some things, and I should have sought some help, but I didn't. And because of that, my fall was, and I was humiliated. But I learned from that. Just like Darren Redmond did when he blew his hamstring. When you think about that race, and leave you on this, no one even remembers who won that race. They just remember that Darren Redmond finished the race. So all these different leaders, all these different mentors, all the different staff, all the different people who are working with you guys, look at them as Jim Redmond coming out the stands, coming to help you guys. Because I know every single one of you guys have a story of when you blew your hamstring. It might be a grade, it might be a loss of a loved one, it might be a painful experience you went through, it might be anything. And that could be your hamstring blown. But there are people who want to come around and help you, put your arm around you. Come on, keep running. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So, as your search says, the follower is X'd out, be the leader. That's why I asked earlier, who wants to be a leader? Most of you guys stood up. But some people didn't get up for whatever reason. So, you have to make a choice, a conscious decision, ladies and gentlemen, that you want to be a leader. And it takes work.